Yo, what is going on? My name is Marin TM and welcome back to Marin Mass. I hope everyone is having an amazing day so far because I for sure am. And in today's video, as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about the best drop spots for the new map in Season 5 of Fortnite. If this video gets 3,700 likes, I'll post another video straight away. Literally the second after this video hits 3.7k, a new video will be on the channel. You guys have been absolutely killing it on the likes and comments, so thank you so much for that. Anyway, with that said, let's get started with this episode of Marin Mass and enjoy. So, before I get into explaining this drop spot, I have to sincerely apologize to one of my friends, Trimson, for leaking his drop spot. Trim, I know you're gonna be watching this video, and I hope you don't hate me for including this one, because I couldn't not include it in this type of video. So, Hydro 16, everybody, is a pretty interesting drop spot, located on the southwestern side of the Fortnite map near Slurpy. Hydro 16 has 5 chest spawns, which honestly is pretty bad for anything but solos, but on the bright side, it has 32 floor spawns and 10 ammo boxes. This means that you have a pretty high chance of finding movement items like bouncers or shockwaves, and it has fishing spots all around. The reason I included this drop spot in this video and why it's so incredibly OP is because of this little guy that I'm fighting right now, also known as Rukus. He holds and drops a epic or legendary AK and RPG when you kill him. And in addition to that, you get 4 rockets from him, which gives you 5 rockets to play around with. And if you know how to use the RPG, then you know how OP this is. Farming is no problem here either. In order to get max metal, you can simply farm these fences on the side, and brick can be found all around you. The rotates out of this spot also allows you to refill both your wood, brick and metal later on. So you don't even have to farm max mats here if you get a far pulling second zone. However, if you have the opportunity to farm max materials, then I would highly recommend you to do so. Coming up next is Weather Station. Weather Station is located on the southeastern side of the Fortnite map, right behind Caddy Corner. Weather Station is an amazing drop spot for many reasons. First and foremost, you are on top of a mountain, meaning you can get a lot of awareness and information off spawn. And in addition to that, if you practice this drop spot a lot, off spawn fighting is very easy. Winning off spawn fighting here is all about who has the best drop and who knows the location the best. Talking about knowing the location, Weather Station has 9 chest spawns, 25 floor loot spawns and 4 ammo box spawns. So, as you can tell, there is a big con to going Weather Station, and that is that you won't get a lot of ammo going here. However, what you in most cases can do is go down to Caddy after seeing that the people who landed there has rotated out and find extra ammo boxes that are unlooted. Nobody in Caddy ever loots all the ammo boxes, trust me on that one. When you go Weather Station, you will get good loot most of the time, but not a lot of ammo. However, what you will always get is max metal. There is so much metal to be farmed at Weather Station, and if you don't leave Weather Station with max metal every single time you go there, you're doing something seriously wrong. You are either looting too slow or simply not focusing on farming the right things. Overall, I would say that Weather Station is one of the best drop spots on the map right now, and with that said, let's move on to the next drop spot in this video. Most of you guys watching probably saw this one coming from a mile away, but next up we have to talk about Slurpy Swamp and why it is so incredibly good this season. And by the way, the loot route I take in the background footage is the most underrated way to loot Slurpy. And nobody ever loots like this, so you get these 3 chests pretty much free every time. So, I don't know how much you guys have been playing the new season, but I've been playing for over 12 hours already, and there is one thing that's consistent throughout every game I play, and that is that I never have enough shields. I usually run around with 1 mini or 1 big, or both if I'm having a lucky day, and that's exactly why Slurpy Swamp is so good this season. Don't get me wrong, the loot isn't the best, but you will have shields, which is so important. Slurpy has 15 chests, 78 floor loot spawns, and 23 ammo box spawns. But As you all know, it is quite heavily contested, and fighting in Slurpy is pretty darn hard because everyone has 200 health and they keep healing with the slurp barrels if you hit them. But occasionally, especially in tournaments, you get the spot uncontested, and that's when it shines. 15 chests, lots of floor loot, and tons of fishing spots will get you set for the endgame. That is why I love Slurpy Swamp. The next drop is Stealthy Stronghold, and this one is gonna be controversial. Stealthy doesn't have a lot of chests, it has 17. It has nearly no floor loot spawns and very few ammo boxes. And you might ask, Marin, why is this in the video? Well, because Stealthy is one of those spots you can go to in tournaments and get a lot of off-spawn kills. And it's not really that RNG. There is a lot of mats to be farmed, the rotations out of this spot is just wonderful, and it's so many angles for you to hold. This is 100% the spot I'm going to go to in my first game of tournaments this season, because it's easy to farm up, get a gun, and start fighting effectively. This will maximize the amount of points you get in your first game, and that's why I really like this spot. And hey, if you disagree with me, I'm not gonna lie, I understand you. But this is my opinion on why I think it's such an amazing spot. Take that as you will. Last but certainly not least, we have Dirty Docks. Dirty has 35 chests, 97 floor loot spawns, and 51 ammo boxes. If you decide to main Dirty Docks this season, then you're never gonna have bad loot again. It has the full package and is arguably the best spot on the map for this season. I personally love Dirty, but I have found it to be quite heavily contested, and fighting there can be relatively difficult, and it takes a ton of practice. However, if you main this drop spot, land there often, practice it in customs and arena, and you're gonna be the king of the best drop spot on the map. Another reason it's so good is because of how easy it is to farm max mats. There is a lot of metal all around you, and breaking wood isn't even close to being a problem either. The only thing you need to focus on is other players contesting you. In Dirty, you can easily split the loot between 2 players, but if 3 players land there, I would recommend fighting off spawn. As said, a lot of people land Dirty, and it's up to you to decide what loot you leave with. It's easy to disengage in Dirty, but if you engage in the off-spawn fight, you might get even better loot than you already had. Alrighty guys, that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing, and if you made it this far, I just want to let you know that I am live right now over on twitch.tv/MarinTM. So if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. I'm just playing some Fortnite, chilling with chat, and overall having a good time. Thank you so much for watching. My name is MarinTM, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care and have an amazing night.